Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the Lucky Pierres. Yeah!
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. We got another movie review for you. This one's a new movie. It's getting a lot of buzz. It's called The Menu. All right, guys, The Menu. Let me go over the plot real quick here. A young couple travels to a remote island to eat at an exclusive restaurant where the chef has prepared a lavish menu with some shocking surprises. But, yeah, what'd you guys think of this one?
Loved it.
It's cool.
It's really good. It's got a great premise. Has that been done before? No, it has not. It's a pretty original idea.
Crapping on high society.
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, that, and then, like...
A lot of good movies this year shitting on the rich.
Yeah.
It's a fun watch with twists and turns, you know? It's a satire, right? It's on, no, buddy. On, like, the consumer of art and all that, like, artists and, like, their fans and whatnot, and how
And
we...
and the world of fine dining.
Yeah, how we blindly follow anybody like
Well, it doesn't matter like
an artist,
like
like
flavor or anything. They just want to be in the room for fancy food and like,
right.
act like they're better than everyone.
But it's also about like people just following different, like even fashion, you know, like if it's got like the Gucci thing on it or whatever, it's like
Oh, yeah.
people will blindly follow anyone, not question. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like we're just fans of things that are just don't ask questions or anything like that. Hesitate. You know what I mean? It's
They think things are more expensive or better,
yeah.
Yes.
and they're not.
Man, Nicholas Holt is hilarious in this. He's like, I seen something on social media. It said, I don't think I've ever seen harder dick riding.
He does too.
Nicholas Holt in this on The Chef, you know?
Yeah.
Man, because he just wants to like please him
Yeah,
and
and
just
his
like
character is insufferable.
Yeah.
he's so funny
He
though.
is funny.
And
He
he
can
like
do no wrong. as a chef.
hires the prostitute knowing she's gonna die,
Yep.
who's Anya Taylor-Joy, who's having a big year. I loved this movie. I saw it twice in theaters.
Yeah, but Nicholas Holt, I was saying, he's a over the top foodie who will do anything to please Ralph Fiennes' character, who's
and he,
who's Chef Slowick, and he's great in this.
He's like
He's
the-
like ramps
he
it up
thinks-
every time. You think he can't get worse? It makes it even
Yeah.
funnier.
He's
Like,
so
especially
great
in the
in
He
this.
end.
thinks he thinks because he watches cooking shows, he is like a professional chef.
Yeah.
And then when they put him on the spot, it's so fucking funny.
He can't do anything,
No,
and then he ends up
they're
hanging
like, what
himself.
do you need? And they're like, well, and he's like, shallots. He's like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I don't know. He's like, that's all you need? He like lists 3 ingredients. He's like, lamb, shallots, and oil. And he's like, that's all you
Right.
need?
He just
Yeah.
like covers it in butter.
Yeah.
Like disappoints the chef and hangs himself. That's the
When
funniest
you
part.
put it like that, it sounds so great.
It is funny.
Yeah, he's such a fan of him that he disappoints them and hangs
breaks his
himself.
heart.
It's so good.
Well, I
And-
mean, and they did humiliate him in front of everybody.
They did.
Gave him the apron and then were like, you don't deserve this.
and then there is a big group of very unlikable characters in this movie.
Yeah,
and
which is, I think, the
it
point.
helps. You know, it's got John
It's supposed to
Leguizamo.
make fun of the rich.
He's a washed-up actor
Which
who's
he,
going to start
he-
a food reality food
He modeled
program.
after Steven Seagal because
Yeah.
he hates him.
And then you got the one lady is a food critic, one of the biggest food critics in the world.
Yeah, restaurant critic. But Leguizamo's character is so funny when that's his assistant that he's with, and she's like, "Okay, like, do you want to like brainstorm about this show you're starting?" He's like, "I mean, what's the tell?" He's like, "I show up in Italy. I go to this family's farm. I eat their mozzarella." He's like, "I have an orgasm." Cut scene. And she's like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, cut scene. Next scene."
I bet you that's how they really do it too. They really like
It's
talk about it.
It was
probably.
super funny.
Ralph Fiennes hates the critic. She's buried like other restaurants, giving
Yeah.
them a bad review. He's put them out of business, and he's like, "You just gave one bad review, and you put them out of business. Like, ruin their
Yeah.
livelihood."
And
Yep.
then the table of
That's why he invited her there.
the table of like stock exchange bros.
banker bros who are there because it's exclusive and
well,
expensive.
and they work for the guy who gives the chef the money to run the
Yeah.
restaurant.
Who he also murders.
Yeah, he
Those guys- those
that
guys-
was so sick when he has them
oh,
crucified.
that was
Yeah.
awesome.
The angel
And then
wings.
dunked in
Which
the water, right?
That guy's from Broad City, like
Oh, is
the
he?
main banker, the Latino one.
And then you got the regulars who have been there 11 times, and he was cheating on his wife. You know, the old couple.
Yeah, he was like, "You've been here 11 times. Can you name one dish you've eaten?"
They couldn't. They couldn't name one. The only one who didn't fit in or was invited was Anya Taylor-Joy
Yeah.
as Margot, and she was great. She was like the voice of reason. She was like a normal person being in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was like,
Which is kind of
she-
how it all ties up in the end.
yeah, she didn't care about the fanciness or whatever. She just wanted a cheeseburger. She's like,
Which that was my whole thing. Like both times I saw it, it just made me want a cheeseburger.
yeah, it looked so good.
Yeah.
But I liked how like they brought out that dish and it had no bread on it. It had what, like just some oils or
Yeah.
whatever. And then the one lady was like, what did she say?
The critic.
Yeah, she said, she's like, so sweet or sexual or something. She said something along those lines, you know?
Yeah.
And, or devilish or something. And then the one, Anya Taylor-Joy's like, I just want some bread. Can we just get some
Even
bread?
the stock guys were like, "Can we get us some bread?" Like,
right. She's like, they're like, do you know who we are? You know, who we work for, you know? I thought that was great. And,
At Fantastic Fest, when I saw it, they brought us like deconstructed s'mores.
Yeah.
Like on a plate, like made it look fancy. Like, the
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
was in
you were
separate
telling us
pieces
this, yeah,
But my
'cause-
piece of Hershey's bar fell on the floor.
that's a shame. Yeah, but I wanted to say, I will say this though. I did want, I guess, deeper characters and more development on the characters. You know, I thought the only one that was really developed was Margot.
I do like his main assistant who was like, "You're not gonna replace me." Like I felt that was a little heavy-handed, but also enjoyable. Like because she thought Anya Taylor-Joy, like what she thought was happening is like the chef was grooming her to like work
Right.
there. But then also when all the men like left. And just the women were sitting at the table with like his understudy, the woman chef, and they were all bonding. And they're like, "Hey, you think you can help us out here?" And she goes, "Oh, everybody dying? That was me. That was my idea. That was my pitch." Like they thought they were so saved. And she's like, that. Oh, this is my pitch. And they're all just, oh, like they thought they were saved. And then yeah, like it was her idea, the
I
whole
think
thing.
the no character development like helps because they're all shitty people, and you don't want to give them
I feel
backstory
like
so we feel for them.
Oh, you're right.
It's kind
I
of
didn't think
like
about that.
the
Yeah.
American Psycho treatment, like where it doesn't really matter. Like you could put any annoying rich person in those spots, and you would feel the same.
Yeah, because they're all gonna
Yeah.
burn. They're all just gonna.
Which was
get
sick.
That was awesome. Made a
Also-
s'more, right?
Yeah.
I love that. By the way, the titles that said the things.
Yeah.
It was very comedic. It said, what did it say about the guy that killed himself?
Yeah. And then
Oh
like
yeah,
his
Yeah,
mom
just a
being
cheeseburger
drunk.
in the end.
Then
Just- yeah. Just
when
a cheeseburger.
they thought the Coast Guard came in, and he's like, "Oh!" And it was
It
like
was
a
a
lighter.
setup. It was a setup.
Like the gun was a lighter.
Just relighted the candle.
It was so sick.
That was great, man. A lot of fun stuff in this movie, you know?
Very dark.
Very dark.
Dark comedy. Yep.
It blended comedy, horror elements. It had thriller. It blended all those pretty well. You know?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very.
That was a perfect like role for Ralph Fiennes.
I mean,
Like-
he's great in everything.
Yeah, that was like perfect casting.
Yeah, true.
the island was super cool.
Yep, the island was very cool.
What is Margot's dude's name she's with? You said his name.
Nicholas Holt?
Yeah, he was like even before they even get to
In,
like
in the movie, is it Tyler?
it might have been
Is that his
something
name
like
in the
Might have
movie?
been.
Like on the boat on the way over, they give him those like clams. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, he like laughs.
He slaps her hand. She goes to eat it, and he like slaps her hand so he take pictures.
It's like so giddy,
Yep. Ridiculous.
just painful.
Yeah, dude, those
There's
people,
people out there though.
Those people are the worst,
Yep.
man. What was the payoff behind that door? I forget. Like the silver door, right?
They like led into his house, didn't it? And then she found all that stuff, that picture of him with like the cheeseburger, and he was smiling.
The
like
radio, like that's what she wanted,
for
radio.
once, he was smiling in a picture.
And
And that's
then
why
yeah,
she
then
asked
she
for
saw
it.
like when he worked at the
The fast
Burger
food
Shack.
restaurant, basically, yeah.
Before he like got swept up in all the rich,
Smug and-
snooty
the
stuff.
stuff
Yeah.
with his mom was super funny to me too. He's like drunk Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah,
right. That was when he like enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Because they were saying that was a big theme of it. You gotta. There's no love in this or whatever, right?
Right.
They said
That's what
it's
he
just
said, yeah.
it's just obsession.
yeah.
If you can taste the love in a burger, or if it's just obsession, you know.
Plus, he was like offended when she didn't eat his food. He's like, I made this stuff. You didn't eat any of it. Like, you have to eat it. That's why I planned this for. Like, you have to eat.
Yeah.
Like, he was like offended.
That's how it works. It doesn't
Yeah.
work if you don't eat everything. Yeah, it's
Or back then, he didn't care. He just made cheeseburger. And was like,
was happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's a good,
message.
yeah, good message.
It's beautiful
Beautiful is pushing it, but it's
in
good
a way.
message.
All right, what do you guys think? You guys want to get to ratings?
sure.
I gave it a 7.5.
I give it a 7.
I give it a 9.
Nailed it.
Ooh, 9.
I loved it.
Really loved it. All right, what do you guys think? Watch it ASAP, watch it whenever, or skip it?
I think it's an ASAP.
Yeah, I
It's
would
just
say watch it
It's a
ASAP.
cool movie.
And we'll say ASAP. Yeah,
And I feel like, is it on streaming? I feel like it's on something
HBO
already.
Max now,
Yeah, that's how I saw it.
really good. Check that one out. All right, guys, we got the quote game. Shaw's got a quote for us. We got to guess it. What do you got, Shaw?
Ah, my head. The mega bitch squashed my head. The bitch. She squashed my head. The evil one reigns supreme. I know we've all seen it. We've reviewed it.
We've reviewed it. Mm-hmm. That narrows it down to 91 or 92 movies.
That's a lot less than Infinite.
Yeah.
I remember about 4 of them. So
Let me think here. Newer or older movie?
Older.
Older. That's what I thought. Sounds like older dialogue. Tango and Cash.
No.
Okay, what is
Drop Dead Fred.
it? Ah.
Oh, my head! The mega bitch squashed my head! The bitch! She squashed my head! The evil one reigns supreme!
I would have never got that.
Shoulda got
not
that.
even in a million years.
I just feel like,
I knew it was something like that.
yeah, just the quote. I
Yeah.
feel like you'd be able to narrow it down from what we reviewed.
Dang. Well, good one. That's a point for Shaw. And guys, thank you for watching our review for The Menu. Check that one out. It's a good movie. It's on HBO Max. We love you, and we'll see you soon.